I'm live. I'm not seeing there we are. Hello, 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 all my Facebook friends. It is my first Hump Day Happy Chat of 2024. So it feels so new to me. I mean, I know it's not like the first week of the year, but it feels really new to me to be back. And I'm coming off of winter hiatus and feeling great. So I'm saying happy Hump Day. I'm Dr. Valerie Renee Shepard coming to you live from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery, and here to help you have more happiness, peace, love, joy, confidence, courage, all kinds of good juju in your life so that you can create the life that you really want to live, and that while you're living it, you're really having a ton of fun, like me. So anyway, Hump Day, happy Hump Day. As I said, this is our first Happy Chat in 2024, and I'm ecstatic to be here. If you're new to joining me for Hump Day Happy Chats, you can join me live. It's generally 8:30 a.m. Pacific here on my Facebook Happy to Be Me page, which is also the title of my book. And you can also get the recordings. So we post them here on Facebook, and they're also on my YouTube channel. So what I do in these little, probably about half an hour little segments, is share with you ways of living that can create more of the life you want and less of the life you don't. Give you the opportunity, the tools, the tricks, the tips to create the life you want, like to get more of the things you want, if you want to put it that way. I get more of the things I want, experience more of the things I want, and less of the things I don't want. Less of those. I don't want any more of that stuff. So that's what I'm here to do. Help you have more fun by doing things that can be very easy in your my life is so great equation. There are blessings all around you waiting to land in your lap like figs falling from a tree, popping you on the head. So I'm really glad you're here, whether you're here live or whether you're watching the recording. If you find something that really works for you, I would love for you to send me a little note, put a comment in, let me know that it worked for you, and think about who else it could help, and maybe just share. This is how we help others. We don't have to go tell them everything. Sometimes we can just forward them something, like when we recommend a book or a movie. Recommend a little Hump Day Happy Chat to help them create a life they love living. And if there's something that you want, like sometimes I'm using my own life experiences as the catalyst. Something will come to me based on something that's going on with me, and I bring it into this forum to serve you. Other times, it's people asking me specific questions. Either they're in my Bliss Collective private group on Facebook. You're more than welcome to join us. Or they're former clients or students, and I get questions about, what about this? And I had this experience and it kind of sucked. What do I do? How do I think about it? Why is this happening? Or, I've been practicing the teachings and I got this far, and I don't know, can't get any further, and I need some help. And I'm standing by to be that supporter. So all you have to do is let me know, and I'll do what I can to support you. So here we go with this Hump Day Happy Chat. It's called New Year, Same Old You, right? New Year, same old you. And so in the happy 2024, at this point, we're into February, the second month of the year. How's it going so far? How's it going for you? Are you feeling the good excitement that you did in the beginning of January? Has the kind of shine come off the apple, as they say? It's not so great anymore? Are you plugging right along toward your goals? Or have you lost track of what the goals were? Did you make resolutions? How's it going with those things? I don't do New Year's resolutions on December 31st. I do those around my birthday. That's kind of where I put a kind of mark in my life, in my world, for things changing over to a new year. So my resolutions, I'm in month 4, and so far so good. And the question is, how are resolutions? I mean, millions of people make resolutions. According to Forbes Health and the One poll, there are some very specific things that people focus on. Something like 48% of people, fitness is their number one area of focus, fitness. About 38% of people, it's something to do with finances. This year, there was a higher emphasis on mental health than there was on physical health, which is interesting. Weight loss is up there, over 30%. Improved diet, still over 30%. It really doesn't matter what your New Year's resolution is about. The question is, how are you going to deliver yourself to the success that you want at delivering, at creating the new year, at creating your new experience, that lower weight, those better finances, that more fit body, that more fit mentality? What is that going to be? How are you going to get there? What is going to be your thing? Like, how are you going to make it happen? This is a really seminal question. Like, what's driving you? What I hear a lot about, and I've heard it just as much this year as any year prior, that in this wanting a new year to bring all the newness to people's lives, they're looking for something in the year to be different. They're looking for something out there to change. I heard from a lot of people that 2023 was a pretty bad year. Like, they were really glad to kick it to the curb, to see it in the rearview mirror. But that's based on their evaluation of the situational dynamics. They talked about things like illness, death, difficulties with finances, other major life upheavals leading to various forms of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. A little sidebar. My new book is on stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. I lovingly refer to them as SAO. And stay tuned for more information about what I've got for you to help deal with that. If you're, I don't know too many people who aren't managing some variation on the theme of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. And especially in the latest couple of years, mental health has superseded everything as a major focus. And I'm really grateful to be able to contribute something to help with that. But back to today's Hump Day Happy Chat, this new year, same old you question, I think is a very profound one for a lot of you out there. You can't truly have a different 2024 if you're planning to be the 2023 version of you in your life. And a lot of people, including me for a long time, didn't want to hear that. Like, I'm not really sure why change is such a difficult thing for us, but it is. And we tend to want that and them and those people and that situation to be different in order for my experience of my life to be different. And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Being the same old you, experiencing the newness of your life will only get you what you've generally always gotten. I bet you this isn't new to you. I bet you've heard this. If you do the same old stuff the same old way, how do you expect to get something different? But it's simple, and yet for the longest time, I didn't realize that I was doing that. I thought I was being a new version of me in my life. I thought, of course I am. It's a new year. I'm doing things differently. I wasn't. You can't create a new experience of your life without being a new expression of you into your life. If you've been watching me and reading my stuff and following me, you know that what I'm talking about is universal laws. You will create in your life as a co-creator with the divine what you focus your energy on. And what you focus your energy on sometimes isn't what your conscious mind is saying, I'm going to do this about. It's also about what your unconscious, subconscious mind is breathing into your life. Or as the Charles Schulz character Pigpen, as you're kind of off-gassing unwittingly into your life. Can't happen. Sorry. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I want you to wake up. That's the first step in my 4-step process of living happy to be me. It's wake up. Wake up to what's really going on in your life. Wake up to what you are really contributing to your life. Not so that you can beat yourself up, so that you can notice what is not going to work in your favor, that you yourself are perpetrating on you. It isn't necessarily out there. What I'm talking about means when you change you, what's out there doesn't even have to change. It will, because you're different. But as you go about up-leveling you, up-leveling your perspective, up-leveling your ability to receive, up-leveling your depth and quality of your discernment, up-leveling your ability to see with a different eye, to hear with ears not necessary, and to have your heart openly guide you in the best way to deal with a circumstance as you continue to up-level those things, meaning go to higher ground, get to a higher vibration, raise your consciousness. Your entire experience of your life will shift. And it will shift in ways that are miraculous and oh so juicy and delicious. You cannot create a new experience of your life without being a new expression of you into that life. Your life is a reflection of the expression that you are. And the expression that you are is made up of your conscious effort and your subconscious vibration. And if you're not actively engaged in finding out what's in this subconscious vibration and getting rid of the things that are low vibration and therefore not serving you before they attract an expression into your life, you're going to be getting the same old thing. It might look different. And as you peel back the onion on it, you will find, why does this feel so much like it's the same song, different verse? Ew, why am I getting that? So if you've got this beautiful vision of how 2024 is going to be different than any year prior, but especially 2023, I encourage you to look at who you're being, how you're being that, what choices are underneath, what drivers are underneath the choices that you're making, and to commit yourself to, how do I know more about that? That's called self-awareness. How do I know more about me? Enough about me that I can make better choices for me. I encourage you to go into a depth of self-awareness that is beyond anything you're doing at the present. Especially if what you think is your self-awareness right now is creating things that you're not happy about. It is okay to not be happy. The contrast between those two states of, yeah, more of this, and ew, no more, yuck, I don't want this. Like, the contrast is where you get to make some really juicy decisions. Again, not about beating yourself up because, oh, I didn't get it right. That's a waste of energy. And you deserve your beautiful energy to be serving you. It's so that you can see, I wanted to be over there and I'm over here. And so what happened? Like, it's in order for you to make new decisions, make different choices. And I will rarely say good, bad, right, wrong. Just the key is it serving you? Are the decisions that you're making serving you to experience the peace that you are determined to have? Serving you to create the fun and the joy that you long for and that you know is possible, to create the success and the abundance that you are like, I know the world is abundant. Where's mine? I was that way for a long time. And it's just refinements as I spiral up into my higher consciousness, while keeping my feet firmly planted in the third dimension called the earth. It's a both and equation, y'all. It just takes a bit of knowledge and then the embodiment, embodied practice, embodied practice, embodied practice, embodied practice, embodied practice. Getting it into your bones. That's the only way it's going to happen. If you want your life to be different, you have to be different in your life. Are you self-aware enough to know about what inside you might be holding you back and how you're going to be successful at making changes? It really is. Your time is now. So what do? I'm really big on self-mastery. My triad of self-mastery is self-awareness, self-acceptance, and self-love. So again, it's not about beating yourself up. It's about, do I know how I'm getting in my own way? Do I know? So I invite you to join me in a couple of things that'll be helping you get out of your own way. So in my Bliss Collective private group in Facebook, we go over this stuff. We have tips and tools in abundance there you can avail yourself of. On my YouTube channel, there are, this is number 230. So there are a couple hundred videos that take a particular topic about self-awareness, self-acceptance, or self-love. They're all self-mastery related. come on over to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and knock yourself out. There's plenty there, and it's completely free. There's my book. It's available on my website at happytobeme.net. It's also available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, in a Kindle version and a hard copy version for taking notes. There are exercises and things to write in the book. So some people like having the hard copy. The Kindle version has a way for you to take notes as well. I encourage you to get very clear on you and what might be holding you back and getting in your way. One of the things that you can do to sort of, is my interpretation of me the be all and end all? Am I seeing things? So you might do only with trusted friends. You might pick 5 trusted friends, trusted colleagues, and not trusted in the sense that they're only going to tell me really nice things about myself and that's all I want to hear. No, that won't work. Might make you feel good for a short period of time. It probably won't give you the detail and the candor that you probably need in order to see yourself at a different level. And you might ask them, what do you think are my superpowers? And what do you think are ways I might be holding myself back? And remember, when they tell you, you asked. So you've got to be sure that you want to know. And then take a look at the list. When I did this, and I've done it multiple times over the course of 25 years, maybe even longer than that, I learned some very interesting things. And what's nice is to go back over time. I don't usually keep them for too long, but to go back over time from my own memory and notice what's not on the list anymore and what's come in as a replacement. So a lot more compassion today, which I consciously worked on. Compassion for myself, compassion for others. A lot more joy, a lot more lightness of being shows up on my lists today. A lot of comments about a different kind of presence. Fun and laughter show up a lot more. Before, it was more of a drill sergeant, very judgmental, hard to get along with. Personality traits from the ego that I really had developed consciously was a part of my conditioning as a way for creating success. So the question that you might ask yourself is, what in my way of creating success for myself have I been taught and have I learned very well that might not be serving me anymore? Maybe I needed it at a particular point in my life in order to grow, in order to prove myself worthy, in order to show what I could do, that I was capable and talented and trustworthy. We all have got conditioned patterns of expression that are about those things. Proving ourselves lovable, proving ourselves capable, proving ourselves talented, a number of things under the heading of see me, hear me, understand me. Not all of those things are working in our favor anymore, and not all of those things are advantageous, and not all of those things do we want to hang on to. And not all of those things are going to take us where we really want to go. You've probably heard someone say, what got you here is not going to get you further. Like, it's done. Yes, we can celebrate what we have been able to create with the personality traits and the conditioned patterns of thought and belief and action that have gotten us here. And we also get to go, and I want more. I am determined to delivering myself to higher ground, to more joy, more peace, more freedom, less effort. I want more ease in my life, long before retirement age. And so that could be one of the first steps, is to check in with some significant others who are safe spaces. I wouldn't ask my partner or my parents. Like, you probably have some good buds who can give you the really, really in the loving way, and see what you find out. Come to some of my other places, and we do a lot on self-mastery. I mean, that's my gig, self-mastery. And I have a beautiful retreat coming up in June. We'll be posting more about that for a select few who really want to go, like, you're ready. And everybody's not, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for the people who are like, I'm ready, give it to me. As one of my dear friends says, give it to me, baby. It's coming June 7th to the 13th here in France at Chateau Les Marguerites, the Glow Up Experience. So if you're rootin' tootin' ready, reach out and we'll give you the qualification stuff. So remember, if you want your life to be different, you have to be different in your life. You have to be different in your life. So that's it for today's first Hump Day Happy Chat of 2024. More coming to you soon. Many, many blessings. Lots of gratitude for your being here, whether you were here live or you are listening to the recording. And we are still closing with the Karanayametta Sutta, the prayer of loving kindness from the Buddha, because I just love the vibration of it. And I feel like we could all use plenty of it. So may all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe. There's a lot of stuff out there. Many shout outs to people in dangerous spots. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. Your true nature has nothing to do with your personality or your identity. Nudge, nudge. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature, and may all beings be free. Yabba dabba doo. That's it for this first Hump Day Happy Chat of 2024. Many blessings. Thank you for your shares, your comments, your questions. See you next time. Bye now.